Late last year, a clip filmed during a public event in South Sudan showing a stain spreading on the President Salvakia's pants went viral. The journalists who were covering the event were detained and accused of embarrassing the head of state and the country. And in the Horn of Africa nation of Somalia, the government is accusing scribes of being unfair, biased, and not transparent. Many journalists in the continent have accused these governments of muzzling the media, despite such cases not being new. But when will the press really be free in Africa? That's the biggest question. Here's a report. South Sudan, December 2022. A national anthem goes awfully wrong as the President Salvakia is caught on camera in a very compromising situation. Despite the cameraman noticing the embarrassing moment and turning away, the South Sudan Broadcasting Corporation went ahead and aired the footage. And now, the journalists who covered the event, in total 6 of them, are in hot soup. A journalists' union in South Sudan asserted that 6 staffers with the national broadcaster are detained in connection with the footage. The Union of Journalists of South Sudan called for a speedy conclusion to the investigation into the staffers who are in the custody of the National Security Service. The detained journalists are camera operators, a video editor, 1 contributor, and 2 control room operators working at the national broadcaster. By law, South Sudanese authorities are allowed to detain suspects for only 24 hours before bringing them before a judge. Rights groups have called on the South Sudanese authorities to stop harassing and threatening journalists. Salva Kiir has been South Sudan's only president since the country won independence from Sudan in 2011. Government officials have repeatedly denied rumors circulating on social media that he isn't well. The country has been embroiled in conflicts for much of the past decade and has suffered numerous crises since then, enduring brutal conflict, political turmoil, natural disasters, and hunger. The presidential election was also recently postponed again, this time to late 2024, amid the slow implementation of a 2018 peace deal ending a 5-year civil war.
You comrades from the National Liberation Council, I ask you all to support peace so that development can take place. The revitalized peace agreement has been extended for 2 more years to enable implementation of the agreement before the general elections.
While attempts are being made to gag journalists in South Sudan, the press is under siege in Somalia. This is Abdallah Ahmed Mumin. He is the Secretary General of the Somali Journalists Syndicate, also known as SJS. He faces 3 charges: bringing the nation or the state into contempt, instigation to disobey the laws, and non-observance of orders by the authorities, all derived from the outdated Somali Penal Code. The Attorney General also made several references of Abdallah Mumin's critical reporting against the government officials, including expose on human rights violations in Somalia.
On behalf of Abdel Mumin Ahmed, we defend him and his rights inside the court. We will continue defending him in the coming court session. We need patience to defend him from those charges.
Mumin was first arbitrarily detained on October 11th last year after a public statement expressing concerns about a government directive that restricted freedom of expression. He was later released and arrested again. Mumin developed multiple health issues while in detention. He was released on bail on October 22nd on the condition that he would not travel outside of the country and that he would cease his work and expressive activities. Somali authorities have previously said they will cease charging journalists with the penal code. International organizations sent a joint letter to Somali government officials calling for all charges against Mumin to be dropped. The letter is said to be stuck at the Communications Ministry in Somalia. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.